All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about utilizing the E shape in a couple of different ways, okay? So we have the basic E chord, which we know, first position, right? Now, if you do this in a slightly different configuration in terms of the fingers you're using, you could use the third finger here on that second fret on the A string, and your pinky's tucked under, and then your second finger is picking up that G sharp note. You're still making the same E chord as this, but you're fingering it different. And the reason will become apparent in a sec. So if you're just playing that, just strumming along in that E, right? And say you want to get a sort of a slightly different sound than normal, maybe something a little more twangy, a little more open sounding. You can slide up to the 7th fret, same fingering. It's a pretty chord. But you're letting that low E ring, and you're letting the B and the high E ring as well. So you're not really changing anything, you're just moving up to the 7th fret, which is right there, right? Yeah. And then if you want to go to the 5 chord, in this case it's a B, you can go up to the 9th fret, right there, right? And walk down to your 4 chord, and then back to your E. So here's what it sounds like, you know, like say in a sort of a song form. So you'd be hanging out in an E, maybe singing a verse or whatever. Then you want to go to your 4 chords, so you just slide right on up. Back to your E. And then your turnaround up to your 9th fret. To the 7th fret, A chord. And again, you're letting those open strings ring out. So you can get pretty free with it. You can move around. You can even go to the 5th fret in a form of G. Walk it down. Find it. Experiment with it. There are a lot of places you can't do it. And again, you're not making really any changes. Now, if you want to try something a little bit different, you can go back to the original way most of us play an E chord anyway, which looks like that, right? And then if you tuck your pinky under here on the 2nd fret of the G string, you get an E sus, and then lift it off. This can come in handy, and you can use it on all 3 of those chords, and actually other chords as well. So check this out. So now I'm going from an E major to an E sus. It sounds like this. It's pretty effective. It implies a 4 chord in a way. And you can do the same thing up here in A. Same fingering. And back to E. This is very much sort of like a songwriting tool. And then to your B chord. Back to your A chord. 7th fret. Kind of remind me of, what is that song? Springsteen tune of some sort. It's a million different songs. So there's a way you can use the E shape and move it up and down the neck and get free with it. You can even, experiment. The chromatic, right? It works. Of course, that's the great Cream song, I'm So Glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad, I'm glad. So I'm messing around now and just kind of rambling, but that's what I tend to do anyway. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that's something you can use in utilizing just one shape and moving it up and down the neck. We'll see you down the road.